From the moment Severus Snape appeared in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, he was shrouded in mystery. Was he a villain? A double agent? Or something more? By the end of the series, it became clear. Snape is, without question, one of the most tragic heroes in the wizarding world. To understand why, we need to look at Snape's life, his choices, and the sacrifices he made that went unnoticed by almost everyone. He was far from perfect, but that's what makes his story so powerful. Snape's journey is one of love, regret, and redemption. Snape's story starts long before Harry even set foot at Hogwarts. As a young boy, Severus grew up in a broken home, neglected and misunderstood. His one true light was Lily Evans, Harry's mother. They were childhood friends, and to Snape, she was everything. Snape's story starts long before Harry even set foot at Hogwarts. As a young boy, Severus grew up in a broken home, neglected and misunderstood. His one true light was Lily Evans, Harry's mother. They were childhood friends, and to Snape, she was everything. His love for her wasn't just a fleeting crush. It was deep, passionate, and ultimately it would shape every decision he made. But it was also a love that would never be returned in the way he wanted. Over time, their paths began to diverge. While Lily found friendship with James Potter and the Marauders, Snape was drawn into the darker world of the Death Eaters and Voldemort's ideology. This choice would haunt him for the rest of his life. And then, the breaking point. In a moment of anger, Snape called Lily a mudblood. That one word destroyed their friendship. Lily turned away from him, and from that moment on, Snape was lost. Consumed by regret, Snape made one of the most tragic decisions in the series. He joined the Death Eaters, hoping to find a place where he belonged. But his love for Lily never died. And when he learned that Voldemort planned to kill her and her family, he was horrified. In desperation, he went to Dumbledore, begging him to save Lily's life. It was here that Snape made the most important choice of his life. He became a double agent, working for Dumbledore, all to protect the woman he loved, even after she married James Potter, the man he despised. But even that sacrifice wasn't enough. Lily died, and Snape was devastated. His grief was all-consuming. Dumbledore's offer to protect Harry, the boy who reminded him of everything he had lost, was both a burden and a form of redemption. For the next 17 years, Snape lived a lie. On the surface, he was a bitter, cruel professor who bullied Harry and his friends. But behind the scenes, he was constantly protecting Harry, putting his life on the line time and time again. And he did it for one reason: Lily. The scene that best sums up Snape's tragic heroism is this one. When Dumbledore asks him, after all this time, and Snape's response, always, has become one of the most iconic moments in the series. In that one word, we see the depth of his love, his pain, and his unyielding loyalty. In the end, Snape paid the ultimate price. He died at Voldemort's hands, never seeking recognition or praise for all he had done. His final act was to give Harry the truth about his past, revealing the full extent of his sacrifice. Though he lived in the shadows, Snape's legacy would live on through Harry, who named his son after him, acknowledging that Severus Snape was one of the bravest men he had ever known. Snape's story is a reminder that heroism isn't always about being perfect. Sometimes it's about doing the right thing, even when the world sees you as the villain. Severus Snape's life was filled with heartbreak and regret, but in the end, he proved himself to be one of the most complex, tragic, and ultimately heroic characters in the Harry Potter series. He may have been misunderstood, but his actions spoke louder than words.